Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we just self-defended ourselves into owning half of a continent. I like it. That's pretty great. I find it questionable on the part of the tribes, but sure. I guess that's what we have now. So our overextension is super high. Well, it's not actually as high as we've had it previously, but we are certainly going to have some issues with it. That's for sure. I want to grant off as much territory as we can, but Armenia and Mississippi is probably going to be pretty overextended right now. Actually, can we tag in and see what their overextension is? In terms of reality, we'd just be like, hey, what's your overextension? And because we're their overlord, they'd be like, well, our overextension is 278%. And we'd be like, that's a lot of overextension. They'd be like, yeah, that really is. We don't have the admin power to handle this, and we're going to have a lot of rebels. And we'd be, well, we don't need to go through this whole dialogue. But that would be the overall concept there. I don't think we can actually see what their overextension is. But if I can remember the commands here, I think it's debug tooltip or debug tooltips. Oh, command only available for developers in Europa. Okay, that's exciting. Well, how do we find just debug mode? Ah, there we go. Okay, so what we needed to find here was what the tag was for these guys, because they're a user-generated nation, so they don't have a predictable tag. It's C03. So if we tag into C03, then now we're playing Armenian Mississippi. Cool. And I want to see what their overextension actually is. So, wow, 246.4%. Okay. They're working on it. We're not going to make any changes here. I just wanted to see how overextended they were. We're not surprised by that, to be clear. So now we need to tag back into ARM and turn off debug mode. Debug mode. There we go. Fantastic. So now we know what that is. Again, I wouldn't do that if they weren't our vassal, but we are going to have to help them here. And what that ends up meaning is that we are absolutely going to have to do some coring here. So we will do so. We'll do some coring. We'll core everything that we can. And that's just going to help them core it later. So we have some Venati separatists down over here. No big deal. We'll go eliminate those. Cool. Now, I want to check what we have going on with all of our armies out over here. These guys are just chilling over this way. For now, I think that's okay. We're going to help these guys with their rebels, of course. They're going to have a lot of them, and that's fully expected at 250% overextension. Okay, 3 revolts for us this month. One of them is up over here. No big deal. We'll get to that later. Noop separatists out over here. And also Hausen separatists over here. Sure. So we're going to come in about like that. Are there any other separatists that have spawned that I don't remember from last session? Let's see. No. Okay. Cool. So that's all fine. We cannot core any more of these right now. They're all too far away. So for the moment, we're not going to. And we'll head off over this direction. Cool. Actually, we'll head up over here. There we go. Did they just grant this independence? I feel like they might have. I hope that they didn't. Okay, so we've got some particularists down over here. There's a lot of them, so we are going to assign a 3-star leader here. And we'll try to fight that. We'll see how that goes. Okay, some down over this way, no big deal. And in Mozambique, no big deal there either. Okay. So we finish this up here. I hope that they didn't grant this independence. But we'll see. Okay. So we're winning a lot of battles here. That's to be expected. And I'm not seeing any losing. That's good. Let's hop over here. Where was that? Over here. Yeah, we're completely fine. No problem there. Beautiful. So, of course, we need to deal with some overextension at this time. None of this is super shocking, although most of these are going to be over here. So we don't care so much about ones over there in the colonial nations. We will get to them shortly. We do care about revolts in our territory. Cool. Then as far as things over here go, we will send this army up. Beautiful. Okay, at this point, these guys are moving into here? Oh, okay, they're just going to move here. We'll catch them there. No problem. Separatist sentiment is not shocking. Cornish separatists out over this way. We don't need to have these guys stacked together, that's for sure. Cool. So we're going to have some separatism for a while here, and we're going to need to get Armenian Mississippi to take a lot of this territory, but it'll be complicated. One revolt this month only. And that's right over here. And that's just a peasant revolt. Okay. That's exciting. So over we head. We've got massive overextension for ourselves as well as Armenian Mississippi. Armenian Mississippi's is way worse than ours, though. So that's actually quite good. We can eliminate this no problem. And how are we doing currently on that provincial unrest? Not as bad as we've done in the past, so that's great. Armenian Canada noble rebels up here. Armenian Canada can probably handle that themselves, though. Okay, I clicked through one of those and I didn't necessarily intend to. And then Welsh separatists over here. Where was that other one that I clicked through? Let's see. Out here? Well, these guys are already... They've been going for a little while. Okay. They're traveling to here. Cool. Must be out over here. Yeah, down here. Got it. Cool. So we're going to head down there. No problem. Conversion successful. Always nice. And we will continue to convert here. None of these actually give us any measurable unity, but that's fine. We won the Battle of Chester. No shockers there. And some of these cores will finish up eventually. Well, that's convenient. Okay. That rebellion is gone. No problem there. So we're in kind of internal chill mode right now. And that's fine. We're going to head out over here and continue capping these back. We see two revolts here, one out over this direction, no problem, and one over here. Again, no problem. Fantastic. Okay. We have a bad reputation, apparently. We lost 25 prestige. RIP. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 revolts this month. That's quite a number. One out over here. We will pivot these guys up to deal with that. One over here, very convenient, no problem. One down here, not an issue. One up over here, slightly annoying, but not an issue. Hanoverian separatists, Azuranians as well. None of those are a big deal. None of those are a big deal. And our provincial unrest is getting a lot smaller now. So that's cool. These guys are capping back here, so we'll just return back to, like, our territory-ish. Supply limit here is fine. Cool. Rains fail, and some separatist sentiments. None of that is super shocking. And, yeah, Armenia and Canada handled that themselves. Only one revolt here. And this isn't bad. Okay. All looks good. Beautiful. Okay, Armenian Mississippi. How are you doing on your overextension now? Let's tag over and see. 220. So it has dropped. Okay. We'll head back to Armenia. There we go. Cool. So they're definitely working on that. Was Wichita here previously? I don't know. I think that they might be granting some provinces out, which would make me sad. But it's okay. We'll conquer them eventually. How are our cores going? They're going to be a while yet. That's fine. So all of this will be capped back very soon. We do know that we have a couple of locations like this one here that we need to cap, and this one here. There we go. Otherwise, that all looks great. Fantastic. And we'll cap this one back as well. Okay, sounds good. How are we doing on our annexation here on Roman Transalpine Gaul? I mean, we were negative in our diplomatic power for a while. We're not making any progress because their liberty desire is too high. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Their liberty desire is 57% right now. We could just placate them. It would cost us prestige, but that's fine. Our prestige will drift up by quite a lot. So that drops them down to 47. And then I also want to... Yeah, that's fine. I want to come in here and work on improving relations with them. It'll only get up so high. But that's okay. 2 revolts this month, and 1 is over here. We'll send this army down to deal with that. And the other is over here. Cool. No problem there. So that's fantastic. Once we have Roman Armenian Gaul, or rather Roman Transalpine Gaul annexed, that will make things a lot better. But that's 20 years away using 7 diplomatic power per month. So that's kind of a lot. That's for sure. Did I just see or did I hear a rebellion that I clicked through? Maybe. Absolutely maybe. Yes. This one. Cool. Okay, so that's all under control. Rio Grande do Sul became self-sustaining, and we will continue to colonize out over this way. Fantastic. So that's all absolutely great. Truces are ending. And we do still have some revolts up over this way. But that's fine. There's some up over here as well, and 1 out over this way. No problem. Cool. Gain a mercantilism and 10 prestige. Consider it done. 4 revolts this month. 1 up here. Okay. 1 over this way. We'll deal with that one. 1 in Dagon. We'll deal with that one as well. And 1 over here. No problem. As far as these over here go, we only have the 1 army up on this side right now. We could send a force up over here and have these guys come up here, though. I think that's not a terrible idea. We converted Lubeck, and that is great. We will continue to convert here, of course. We're at 77% religious unity right now, so that's fantastic. This became self-sustaining, and we will continue to send a colonist down over this direction. Now, I clicked through another rebellion there. I need to stop doing that. Where was that rebellion at? Not that one. Not either of those two. Here. Got it. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. So Kala has declared their war again. That's pretty bold after the last time they did this. Well, okay, we'll enforce that peace. This is going to be Armenian La Plata down here. Okay. So how many are there? Well, it's pretty much the same guys as last time. So we're going to send this army over here to start sieging, and this army up here to start sieging. We're primarily just going to work on sieging down their forts, and I could send this army over as well. Something kind of like that. And then these guys, they would come up this way just to defend this area. Cool. So this is not going to require too much, this war, I don't think. They are sieging our provinces a bit, but that's fine. They can do that. Or they can try to do that anyway. Ashanti separatists over here that we will deal with. No problem. And we have dealt with these guys up here. We're going to come over this way and try to deal with all of these rebels. There are, of course, several. We lost our Conquest CB against Ming, but I don't care about that. 2 rebellions this month. We'll go over and deal with those, and we will come up and deal with this. Beautiful. Okay, so their Liberty Desire currently is 46.1%. We may want to start thinking about recruiting another army just to help out with our vassalization amount. Like, the number of people we have vassalized is huge. And we definitely need to start bringing these into the fold. We've got a ridiculous amount of aggressive expansion with a lot of them. So there is that. We may end up granting some of them independence just to fight them later, honestly. We'll see. So we siege down their forts, and they're not going to be able to do too much. Like, our vassals are going to be able to deal with most of their armies, I think. So we're just going to siege their forts for the time being. Where's our army that we sent up this way? Oh, here it is. It was just hiding. Okay, we're going to turn them around. That's fine. 2 revolts over here. No big deal. And 1 out in Palermo. Sure. We'll head over there as soon as we're done capping this. Okay. There we go. And back to this war over here. How's this going? Hey, a monument finishes up. Cool. Mysaurian separatists out over this way. And that's being capped. Got it. So these cores will be finishing up eventually. And we just grabbed this province. So we're going to head up over here and grab this one, this fort next. Cool. We do have another revolt here. That's no big deal. We'll go deal with that. No problem at all. Fantastic. We're going to try minting more coins, apparently. That's a thing that we're going to do. Okay. I'd like these guys to make their way up here. I would love to catch this force. I don't know how realistic that is, but we'll see. 2 revolts this month, and they're both out over here. We can do something kind of like that. Cool. Have we occupied this yet? No. Ooh, a free stability. That's huge. So that's going to slow down a lot of that. Fantastic. And we're going to grab a lot of territory up over here. That's for sure. I was hoping some of these sieges would finish up a little bit faster, but here we are. Okay, we did finish that. Beautiful. Things up here seem to be reasonably under control. We can't grant provinces while at war, so we're just going to let overextension drop for Armenian Mississippi for the moment. And this will it will finish its siege very soon. Words are very difficult all of a sudden. Some separatists out over this way that we will go deal with. No problem. And then we'll have these guys turn around. There we go. Cool. So we'll self-defense ourselves into a few more provinces out over here. I guess we'll come grab this. Cool. There we go. We're going to go for, I think, let's see. We could use... Our devotion is maxed. Our prestige is basically maxed as well. Roman Transalpine Gaul opinion, though, that would be very handy for us. So we're going to go for that. Cool. We've been working on annexing them for a very long time. That's to be expected. 2 revolts this month, 1 out in Kef, and we'll grab that. And then 1 out over here as well. No big deal. Okay. This siege will finish eventually, right? How many times can we fail a 78% chance in a row? That's the question. The answer is roughly 1 trillion. But hopefully that'll finish soon. We will continue our conversion, of course. 1 revolt out over here this month. No big deal. I'm going to move this force down to deal with that. Is that the right province? Yes, it is. Cool. We finally won this siege. And now we'll head up over this way. We're currently at 40% war score. These guys are not in this war. Why did I think they were? Who's the 4th one in this war, then? Chimu. These guys. Got it. Okay. So we'll head down over here, then. Fantastic. And 2 revolts this month. Shouldn't be a big deal. We'll move these guys back up over here, I guess. And these can come in over this way. There we go. Yeah, no big deal there. No problem at all. And we'll have these guys come back and try to defend this area. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about this war. Or microing it in any real way. These guys are not going to do well. They're going to die pretty quick. And in fact, we can probably full annex all of them. Which would be great. Just toss them all into either Armenian Brazil or Armenian La Plata. Probably Armenian La Plata. Okay. So our colonial nations largely have this stuff under control. We're going to catch this force up here. Beautiful. We won the siege here. And now we're going to push up over... Actually, that's under siege right now. We're going to come in and attack here. They don't like this attack, but they don't have to like it. Cool. 2 revolts this month. Particularists here, they're already dealt with. And separatists up over here. They're now dealt with. Cool. Okay, so how are we doing up here? We won that battle, and we'll siege this back. Okay. A council after our own tastes, huh? We'll gain the theologian. And we have like 5 revolts this month. Okay. 1 dealt with. And we kind of don't have anybody over here right now. We'll send this army over. And a unit here and a unit here. I think there was another one that I accidentally clicked through there. Maybe it was up over here. No. No. That seems to be it. Okay. Maybe I'm just dumb. I mean, we already knew that. So, no big shocker there. We're going to have these guys come up over here. I'd love to catch this force. We'll see if they let us. 2 revolts this month. 1 out over here. No problem. And 1 up over here. No problem. Consider it done. Cool. So we are going to catch a pretty hefty force here. And we just easily win this, even without a leader, because tech is insane. Tech is absolutely insane. We're going to move this unit out over here. No problem. How are we doing on our coring? It's actually getting close to done. Oh, and we can start making core here. Okay. So these guys, they're going to come down over here and start sieging. And yeah, that's fine. No problem there. Then I'll conquer them too. And with that, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will finish defending ourselves to all of these people's territory, and that will be absolutely great. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, El Michi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cameron, Martin Lawrence, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.